Hi everybody, it's Pam with Silver and Sparkles, and I have another fun project for us today. So I made these, I guess they're just little mini albums, and this one opens like this. There's a side pocket, a top load, and then I added some little pockets on this page, another top load, and really easy to fold and put together. You can make these with any size rectangle paper or square paper. This one was made with a 7 by 7 inch square. This one was made with a 6 by 8 piece of paper. Now this one I added the pages a little differently. The pages are extra paper. I'm not calling this a one-page wonder because you do need multiple pieces to make it. But this one opens this way and then flips back and opens this way. So it still has the top load pockets and the side load pocket. And it's cute. So just depending on how you put your pages on and what size paper you use will depend on the shape and the size. So we're going to make one that's actually a little bit bigger. And I used papers on these from the March Pink Monarch kit. I'm still in that mode of I'm going to use up my mess, use my mess March. And so I already had these papers printed, so I used them. This is even, I think, from a different kit, but primarily that mint blue Academia kit for March. And then I went through my piles and I found in an envelope, a large envelope, some pieces from my aqua blue kit. And there's several background pages, some fuzzy cuts and some things. And I think there's enough here that we can make one with this. So again, I want to show you how you can make this with any size paper. Now I know you guys are going to ask. So this one I cut to 7 3/4 by 10 1/4. Yeah, 10 1/4. And regardless of if you're using a square or a rectangle, you're just going to fold the paper in half and then in half the other way. You'll open it up and fold it in half the other way. So this is why I'm emphasizing the measurement really doesn't matter. You just fold your paper in half and then you fold it in half the other way. So you can use whatever you have on hand. If you have larger scraps, if you want to use scrapbook paper, you can make, larger ones, smaller ones. All right. Okay, now I'm going to have mine where the orientation, again, is tall. This one was made with a rectangle, but there's no reason you couldn't do one with a horizontal orientation if you wanted to. So I have folded my paper in half. Let's add some ink so you can see where I'm going to make my cut. I think it will be easier to see on this side, so let me ink it. And while I'm doing that, I'll chat just a bit. So I mentioned, oh my gosh, that isn't folded anywhere like it's supposed to be. What in the world happened? I don't know what I did. I'm gonna fix it. So I mentioned in my last video, it was my 15-minute craft challenge video about the 10,000 subscribers. You guys are so awesome. You know, the congratulations and the sweet comments. Thank you, thank you. A few people did chime in on some ideas for a giveaway because I'm going to do some kind of giveaway, and a few people said, yeah, that would be great. Somebody mentioned, digital papers or digital kit would be great. I know not everyone prints, but goodness, we're having a huge thunderstorm. Can you guys hear the rain? I wasn't expecting that. I hope y'all can hear me okay. I'll make sure I speak up a little bit. But a mention of maybe a digital kit or some digital papers. Someone mentioned some of my seam binding that I dyed would be a nice giveaway. And so I'm still giving it some thought. If you have ideas or things that you'd like to suggest, let me know. What I was saying is I know a lot of people don't print, but you know, I could try to think about that, because I do think a digital kit would be a great option. And I don't know that it would be a huge kit, because they do take me quite a while to make, but I could come up with something. And then maybe I could draw one winner that I would like print and mail the kit to, something like that. So if you like that idea, let me know, or if you think a journal or some ephemera or other things would be better. Okay, all we're gonna do, you can pick whichever side. My paper doesn't really have a direction. So we're going to cut on the score line, just right the middle to this score line. And that's pretty much, I think, the only cut. So let's do that. Sorry for all the chit chat, and then the rain startled me. Okay. So now we are going to fold our paper into the rectangle, and decide, because you know I used 2 different prints on 2 different, you know, on the sides. You really can use a one-sided piece of paper too, so that's something to think about as well. I think I want to use this one to see. All right. And in fact, I did that on these, and I wanted to show you. All I did was, when I did the notches, is I just added a little ink, so it wasn't a bright white. This one, you'll see the paper on the other side. Again, it was already printed, and I decided to use it. So I don't remember, where was this one? I think right here. Okay, I will focus now. All right, what we want to do is get the notches for our top load pockets, and I would like them to line up. So let's just show you real quick a trick. Let's just go back real quick. So have your paper, the part that you want to be on the cover and the outside, have it down, fold your paper up with a slit there, and then in half. Okay, and this is going to then be a pocket and a pocket. Open it back up, fold it back in half this way, so you have the slit, and then I'm just going to punch it together. I hope that wasn't confusing. The thing to remember here is, I'm going to try to center it. I just wanted them to match. So again, we're going to have our paper with the front face down. There's our slit. We're going to fold up and then in half. All right. So once I glue this paper down, we're going to have a top load pocket. So let me do that, and then I'm going to show you how we create that side load pocket in just a moment. So super simple. Just add glue to both sides to close it up. And, you know, just look what you're doing. I could have gone ahead and finished inking and gotten a little bit of ink in there. Didn't think about it, but there we go. On this side, I'm gonna really quick ink that. All right, so that was one side. You just flip it over, and we're gonna glue the other pocket down. Okay, it's glued down. Now, it opens like this. So I want to add glue to the side and the bottom so that, sorry, I said that wrong. I want to add glue to the top and the bottom so that we leave the side pocket open. All right, so add a bead of glue to the bottom and to the top, and just close it up. So now let's see what we've got. We have a top load pocket, we have a side load pocket and a top load pocket. All right, now let's make the pages that are going to be on our little mini journal. So here's another piece that was already printed, and I am going to need to get it to the correct size. I think I'll use this, but I may turn it the other way once I get it on here. All right, it would be easier again if I had trimmed this ahead of time, but with the size paper I used, the height of my little journal is 5 1/8. Lovely measurements, right? So I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1/8. And I'm gonna be brave and use my craft knife again. Look at me go. All right. 5 1/8. Now I'll be able to use my little trimmer. It will fit. So I need a piece, two pieces that measure 5 1/8, and then the width of mine is 3 7/8. But I want to leave a hinge, so I am going to cut my paper to 4 1/4. Approximately, because again I'm going to use this trimmer, so that's about 4 1/4, and I'm going to do another one that is approximately 4 1/4. Okay, now I want to, and again I was thinking I might turn it this way, I'm going to fold about a half, I don't know, is that a 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, and look at that. It fits. Now on mine, this one, it was a little bit shorter after I folded my hinge, a little bit shorter. It's okay, it still looks great. This one is similar here where I lined it up almost perfectly for the pages. This one's a little bit shorter, right? So again, not a project where everything has to be absolutely perfect, but you, depending on the piece you start with, will depend on all of your measurements. Okay, I'm going to miter the corners. So I know someone's going to ask me for the measurements for this one. So even though it's a little bit, you know, not like on the inch or 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch, I will give you the measurements for this one. But just please remember, if you want to start with a piece of paper that's 6 by 9, you know, 7 by 9, something like that, 6 by 8 is one I did. Please do, you know, just if you have a paper and you want to use it, just try it. It really will work. And then you'll just adjust the size of these pages based on your original rectangle or square. Okay. Now, you do want to pay attention to where your opening is, because you don't want to close it up, because what we're going to do is wrap this one around like this. Okay? And if you do it on the wrong side, you will have closed up your opening. So pay attention to that. So line it up. And I am going to add glue just to this portion to make the first page. All right. So now we have a cover and the page. And now this is where I decide, do I want it to open like this one? Or do I want to do that zigzag, that Z, right? Or accordion. I don't know if it's really accordion, but where it opens like this and you turn it and it opens like this. I think I'm going to open it or do it like a regular journal. All right. So again, I'm just folding it over. I think I went a little bit deeper on this one. Yep. And see, which is fine. It's going to be a little bit shorter. I'm okay with that. And I'm going to have the darker blue on the outside. Again, I'm going to just, because I want to, but you don't have to miter the corners if you don't want to. And it's going to go here, and I'm going to glue it right on top of that other one. And this is, wait, is that how I want it? Hold on. Yes. If I did it this way, we would get the Z. Okay, if you put your hinge on this side and you can't wrap it around, you'd have to just glue it right to the page, or you'll close up your pocket. This would give you that Z fold, but I want mine to open like a journal, so I am going to glue it to the right hand side, right on top of that strip. All right, just doing a tiny bit of inking, not much. I'm gonna get a little ink in there too. Okie dokie. So I'm gonna add glue to this portion. And we're gonna stick it down. Okay, let me get these out of my way. All right, so we open here, pocket, 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 and then the back cover. Cuteness. I'm happy with it, I like it. Okay, let's decorate. And I need to see what I have on hand. I have these strips, and then I have these pieces from this kit. And again, I'll link this kit for you in the description. I know a lot of you already have it. It's from last year, but I haven't played with it in a while. And there it was. And I love these birds. Can't stand it. They are too sweet. And there's other pages in this kit too that have like bird tags and stuff. Here's some little tags, which with this larger size are a little small, but we'll add some inside pockets. Oh, and there's a freebie with this kit. It's still up on Buy Me a Coffee too. I'll try to remember to link it as well. And you get these squares and this strip. So if you wanted to check that out. All right. Let's, I love this one. Let's do this. And let's pick one of these squares with some pretty birds. This page wasn't even cut yet. Like I said, I am really, I know I will work with other papers during this month, but I'm really enjoying this concept of let's use up Pam's mess in March. All right, I'm going to tear a little piece to give us a little more. And I have sitting on my desk a few little labels and things, so I may even stick one of those on. I think they're from that kit I was working with, the March kit. And it'll all look good together. And again, they'll look so different based on the papers you choose, so I hope this will inspire you to just use something you really like or something you've been saving, or like me, to just go through, okay, do I have some random pieces I haven't yet worked with that have been sitting here. Okay, I'm just trying to get a little bit of a fun, you know, layered look, a little bit offset. This would be, again, a great opportunity to put a sentiment or a word. If you have something on hand, I've got a few of these little doodads. Yeah, we'll just put that one there. Why not, right? A little number sometimes pulls it all together. All right. And we put a ribbon, you know, all kinds of stuff. All right. For these top load pockets, these are a little tall, but what I can do is fold it over and not worry about backing them. They weren't printed double side, because if I do it this way, then they fit in there, or if they even, you know, came out a little bit, you wouldn't see that bright white paper. And then we can also add a ribbon. So I'm going to use this one from one of the pockets. And I'm going to go ahead and even just glue that down. Whoa, come on, glue. Need to refill you, don't I? All right. And again, these were all printed on the 90-pound cardstock that I use kind of on a regular basis. I don't know if I have in this little look, in my scraps, it's got blue tones. Seam binding, yay! I just can't get away from that seam binding, can I? All right, it's making me happy, so we're gonna use it. Let's do a slot. And I know I tend to show you guys some of the same things over and over, and are, you know, the same kind of ideas of how to decorate, but then they, again, depending on the paper, the project, or how you put something extra together, it does give you a little different look. Plus, someone might have missed it in the past, right? There we go. Cuteness. Yep. Happiness right there. Okay. I just wanted to make sure before I started maybe chopping these up that I had some pieces that I would like to have in the pockets. So we're going to do the same thing for this pocket. And just a different tag. And then those will have something in them at least. And then we'll add some smaller pockets where we can use those smaller tags from the kit. And like I said, there's larger ones too. I didn't print anything. I'm proud of myself. All right. Someday, maybe I'll work through the majority of these piles, huh? Come on, go in there, little bird. All right, very sweet. It's really coming together already. All right, let's look at what we have that we might be able to make some pockets out of. And what did I say the width of this is? It's like 3 7/8. So I'm gonna go to 3 3/4. That little white strip. All right, I have, I think I want this pocket to be 1 3/4 inches deep. And it's just gonna be a simple top load pocket. I think on the prototypes, I did some triangle pockets, one that was like a little tuck spot, you know, again, just do whatever you're interested in having. I think I added some journaling spots too, right? So there we go. And I have a few of these tags, which can really get dressed up with some of the fussy cuts and things. Let me kind of see how far I get, and we may do one like that. Just get these, just kind of put them in there as a placeholder to help me think. And then here, how about on this one? I've got some book page. Yeah, let's make a journaling spot. Yeah, I just tore a piece. I'm not even going to worry about inking it. I like the color, and it's from, you know, like a chapter cover page or something like that in the book. And so no text makes it easy to make a neutral spot for some journaling. And then what do I want on here? I might use, I think I'm going to use part of this strip and do a finger tear, since I have that on the cover, right? And it'll just give us a little bit of interest and cover, not that I have to cover that up. It looks nice, but I think I'll get another pattern going, because, you know, why not have all the crazy blues? And we'll put that on like this. I'm thinking I want something here as well, and we might put this little chubby bird. Let's just do it, and then I can use part of this over here. Isn't he cute? And again, a little bit of maybe book page underneath him to make him stand out would be nice. I'm looking on my desk. Get my fingers to work. Okay, this is from The Garden in Color. We're gonna go this way. And I think I'm just gonna get a strip and not worry about it being completely like a matted effect or something. We could do that, or I could go this direction. Let me think for a second. I am going to add some ink to this one. This is some fragile paper, but it's going to be okay because it's just going to get glued down and have this little bird on here. So make sure I get glue where it kind of tore a touch right there. Okay. Cuteness. And my bird. All right, I hope you guys will leave me a comment and let me know what you think of this project and if it's one you plan on doing. And give the video a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, I hope you will consider subscribing and join us for all kinds of fun we're having on my YouTube channel. All right, I'm gonna stick that right there. Cute. All right. And I'm not gonna worry about the back. I need something here, and I wanna do something here. All right, this was a tag that was just sitting, or a label sitting on my desk. And I'm gonna glue it down to give that pocket a little extra something. And then what do I want to do here? There's quite a bit of pattern there, and I also have these tags to play with. Let's see. We could do kind of a tall angled pocket. Why don't I do that? I'm going to start at this corner, and we'll see how I did. Just get us like kind of a tall, skinny rectangle. You know, chop the corners like that and take that sharp edge off. And we'll put something in the pocket. Gives us an extra space since I put that journaling spot. And just decorated here. So on this spread, we'll have the 2 pockets. All right, let's get something. Is that same chunky bird? It is. We'll go for this bird. Let me kind of get it off of the paper, and then I'll decide how to cut it out. It's got a little bit of pretty watercolor behind it. La-di-da. We'll see how he does. Whoa, got close to his beak there. I was going a little too fast. I actually really enjoy fussy cutting. I think I've told you guys that. It's just relaxing to me, and sometimes I'll just sit with my scissors in a pile and just cut, and it makes me happy. There we go. Cute. For these, let's see what one of these little squares would look like. Whoa. I kind of like the background of this one. It's the same pattern, but I changed the color, and I don't know. It just kind of gives it a different option there. It's a little square, isn't it? I think it'll be okay though. Let's see. And maybe with a little label or something, or some words. La-di-da. Okay, these are tiny, but fun. All right, I'm gonna just glue it down. And these would be good if you printed a neutral on the back. The white's fine because there's quite a bit of white, but to have extra writing space, right? Let's see. We'll do what you love. Fit. I would like to see that fit on this little tag. Let's try. And these, again, are words from that March kit that are sitting here on my desk because I was using those papers to make my prototypes. Yeah, I'm just going to trim it. It's a little bit long, but I think it'll look okay. Do what you love. I'm going to bring it up. Nope, I'm going to put it in that blue section right there. All right. Almost. I think I'm going to be done here in a moment. What happened to, here it is. I was going to say we can take a little piece of this and tie a bow. Kind of pull that in down here too. Whoa, I wanted a little bow. And I'm just gonna glue it on there with a glue dot. We'll stick it down. Now this other tag, I have, I think, a quick solution for it. Look how cute. Let's add some ink. And then we're gonna do these little birds. There's 3 of them. How many is here? 3, 2. That's kind of fun, that contrast. Let me see if I like it better on a different tag though. This one, I think I like it on this one. It kind of picks up the greens. Again, lots of patterns. You know, if you're not a big pattern person, this might be making your eyes go blah, but I think it's fun and a little different. So my solution was to just do this one in a similar fashion. Again, to have some consistency. This one actually, the way it was trimmed, kind of fit in there a touch better than the other one did. You know what? I'm not going to put a word on this one. I'm going to let this one just be there. But I am going to quickly add a bow. Okay. Again, I kind of want it to be a small bow because these are pretty small tags. All right. They would have been a really nice size for my prototype sizes where I did the 7x7 square and the 6x8. But again, I wanted to see what it looked like with that larger piece of paper. And I think it turned out great. Oh, here. Let's just fold this over so that he fits. He's not fitting the way I want him to, so I'm trim off the bottom. There we go. Okie doke. Let's get everything out of the way so we can look at what we made, and then I'm going to let you guys go. So if you're still with me, thanks for sticking with me. Look how cute. All right, so this one was made with almost a full size 8.5 by 11. Like I said, I trimmed it down because it had that white border. But there we go. Pocket. I made a little angled tuck spot. There's the big top load. Oh, we didn't put anything in the side load. Oh, we will. Another big top load, journaling space, a little collage. Let's take one of these and look, put it right there. With the little ribbon, it'll kind of stop. That'll be cute. You can kind of bring it up if you want to. And then I will, where's the one I'd already trimmed off? I'm just going to tuck this one back there, and I'll get it decorated up later. Cute. Okay. I think one of these would be cute for the side load too, decorated. So things to think about and options. And again, just folding your paper in half and in half again, you have lots of options. So I hope you like the project and that you will give it a try. Thanks everybody. Next video, more on the giveaway. See you then.